Okay, hello everyone. Let's get started. So we continue our video manuals related to CDH cluster setup. In the last video, we prepared everything we need. So that is, we made our node names being resolvable, so we can connect to each of our nodes in the cluster, not only using IP, but also fully qualified domain name. And the second thing we did is also very important. We made our user being able to use sudo without being asked to enter a password. Yeah, so that's extremely important in the context of Cloudera Manager. Yeah? So today we'll install Cloudera Manager agents on all our nodes, so we can control all our worker nodes through Cloudera Manager Server. So to be able to configure everything, to be able to install or start or stop any service you want. Yeah. Okay, so by now I have all three my nodes running. Yeah, so my manager, primary node, and two worker nodes. Yeah. Okay, so I have also opened Cloudera Manager. So by default, it's localhost 7180. So password admin as usual. Okay, yeah, so let's proceed. 6.3, next, okay, license agreement, yes, continue. Okay, and here we are asked which version we would like to install of Cloudera Manager. Yeah. So by default, it's enterprise trial. Yeah, so we have some extended features. So it's free for 60 days or 2 months. Then it will be downgraded automatically to Cloudera Express. Yeah, so as we don't risk with anything, so let's use this one. Continue. Okay. Okay, so now let's continue with our cluster setup. Okay, let's give it a name. CDH Cluster host name. Okay, so here we should add all hosts we would like to include in our cluster. Huh? Okay, okay, so let's provide an IP range. Yeah, so as a reminder, it should be 10.02 dot something, right? For me, it's 24, 26, and 215. Yeah? 2, 2 dot, and here let's get from 1 till 20. Yeah, okay, let's do a search. Okay, yeah, excellent. Yeah, so if everything worked fine and you did everything by the manual, yeah, so in that list, you should see all three nodes we have in the cluster, including manager node as well, right? Manager, node 1, node 2. Okay, so and they are also selected by default. So this is something interesting. I don't have such node. Okay, let's check manager, node 1, node 2. Continue. Okay. Yeah, repository location, that is from where we will take all big data programs or services we would like to install to our cluster. Let's use public repository by default. Here we should use parcels as recommended. Okay, CDH version. Okay, so we are only displayed the versions which are suitable for our Cloudera Manager, 6.3.1. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay. Open GDK. Yeah. So that's what we need. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So don't forget to read carefully these license agreements. Okay. Another user. Dmitry F. Same password. Okay, so that's extremely important. Yeah, so the user which is able to execute sudo and with passwordless sudo. So that's extremely important. Okay, let's enter our password. Password SSH. Okay, continue. Okay, so right now we have started installation process of Cloudera Manager agents. Okay, so that will take a while depending on the speed of your internet connection first. So how many resources you have dedicated to your hosts, that's also important. So let's see. So that's Cloudera Manager Agent package. That's what we are interested in, right? Okay, so installing Oracle GDK package. So we are now downloading it from internet. So that's why it's really important that you have a good connection. So it will not take ages before you install everything. So let's wait a bit. And also for the manager, we already had this GDK when we installed our Cloudera Manager Server. So here we skip this step, and you see that on our manager node, Cloudera Manager Agent installed successfully without any problems. So for our worker nodes, node 1 and node 2, we are still downloading Oracle GDK. So that takes a while, but that's totally fine. And once we are done with that, so that would mean that all our nodes are managed by Cloudera Manager, and we are able to install everything we would like on our node through this web interface. Yeah, so we don't need to install each package or parcel separately on each node. Yeah, so we can do that through Cloudera Manager. Yeah? So once again, the more resources you give to your virtual machines, the faster the process will work, right? Especially it's related to running some applications in your cluster. So if amount of memory is quite small, it would be, well, quite challenging actually to launch anything. Yeah, it takes a while, but that's fine. So the next step, once it's completed, we have this install parcels, where we will select which services we would like to install on which node. uh, so let's do a bit of balancing. It's not recommended to install everything on each node. Yeah. Okay. So if you are interested, you can also go to details and see what happens. Yeah. So let's take as an example our manager thing. Yeah. Okay. So as you see, it installs everything that is needed. Yeah. Cloudera Manager Agent package. So and as you see, we have a lot of dependent libraries which are required by Cloudera Manager. Yeah. Okay, so once everything is set up, okay, then Cloudera Manager daemons package also should be done, and then once it is done, it's configured and it's started, right? Yeah. Let's see, for example, what happens here. So as you see, we're installing Oracle GDK, installing. So as you see, yeah, so as this host, we never installed anything there. So the amount of new packages which are required by Cloudera Manager Agent and which is not installed is quite impressive, around 1.2 gigabytes. Yeah, so that's why well, it takes a while. Cloudera Manager daemon. Yeah, so basically that's the most challenging package to download, 1.2. Yeah, so that's why it takes a while. Okay, so I think that for today that would be all. Yeah, so I will stop recording right now, so you don't need to wait once everything is installed. In the next video, we will continue the process from that moment, once everything is installed successfully, I mean in terms of Cloudera Manager Agent. But for today, that would be all. Thanks to all for watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any new videos. Also, don't forget to visit my blog available at blog.dataguru.guide, where I will post articles related to each video. So if you don't like watching videos, you can do that by reading step-by-step manual on my website. Yeah? So if still you have some questions or something is not working as it should, so just post the comments under the video. I will assist you. Also press like if that video was useful for you. And that's all for today. Thanks to all for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.